This practice is suitable for all levels. Even if you're a complete beginner, you're very welcome. You don't need any extra equipment for this practice. You actually don't even need a yoga mat. You can sit on the floor with some support if it's necessary. And whenever you're ready, you can come to the seated position to join me for this practice. So let's start in a comfortable position. It doesn't have to be a cross-legged position. If you like, you can extend your legs forward, or you can just sit on the heels as well in the kneeling position. And we'll just take a few moments here to center, focusing on the breath. So just try to soften your shoulders to create a little bit more space in the neck area and gently lift the sternum, creating space in the sides of the chest. And you can place your hands on your thighs and close your eyes for a moment. And just taking your awareness to your breath. You don't have to make any changes. Just observe your breath the way it is. Okay, you can slowly open your eyes. Gently roll your shoulders a few times back and down. Okay, and when you're ready, you can stretch your legs forward. Keep some space between the feet. Okay, just make sure that you're not rounding your spine in here. So sit up straight. And bring awareness to the feet. We'll start from the toes here. So I want you to squeeze the toes all together. And then spread them as wide as you can. Squeeze. And spread. And continue here at your own pace. And we are not rushing here. So I want you to take your time performing each exercise. The slower you do it, the healthier it will be for your feet. And we can hear a synchronized breath and movement. You can inhale as you stretch the toes and exhale as you squeeze them together. And another few more like this. Okay, come back to stillness. And here, as you inhale, point your toes forward. Hold it for a moment. And as you exhale, point them back. And I can hold it here. Inhale, pointing forward. Exhale, pointing back. And do it another few times here. Going again at your own pace. Okay. And from here, we will move the toes around. We'll start clockwise, and you can start from very small circles. You can soften your knees, keep them slightly bent here, that's completely okay. But try to get that movement in your ankles rather than in the legs. So trying not to move your legs too much, just focusing on the quality of that movement. Just feeling sensation in the ankles. And if it's comfortable, you can move your toes a little bit wider here. Okay, let's change the direction, going anti-clockwise. Again, you can start from small circles, especially if you ever had ankle injury. You want to take it really easy here. If there is discomfort, slow it down. Now come back to the center and allow your toes to move out to the sides and then bring them towards the center. Move them out and in. A few times. You can here walk with your breath as well. Inhaling as you move your toes out and exhaling as you move them in. Okay. And from here, bring your right ankle on the left side. And here I want you just first gently massage your toes. Trying to touch every piece of the toe. Whole area, base of the toe. Moving to the next one and just gently massaging, gently pressing tips of the fingers into your toes. Okay, moving to the sole of the foot. Just rubbing the foot nicely with the thumbs. The inner arch, moving towards the heel. Just taking your time here, paying attention to what you are doing. And back of the heel as well. Okay. Super. And from here, I'll give you two options depending on the flexibility of your toes. So you can either try to interlace fingers with the toes, okay? Or your second option, if that's extremely uncomfortable, you can just hold top of the foot, and that will do as well. Okay, so here I want you just from starting squeezing the fingers with the toes and then spread them really wide. You can connect it with your breath here as well. Inhaling as you stretch the toes, exhaling as you squeeze them. A few more times. Coming back to stillness from here. And here we'll start moving clockwise, which is very gently rotating toes. Very, very gently. If there is any discomfort, do it even slower. And it is completely normal to feel some discomfort, especially in the beginning if you are not used to such exercises. And the more regularly you do it, the healthier your feet will become. And so now we'll move the other way around as well, anti-clockwise when you're ready. Okay, and from here we'll move to the left foot. So bring your left ankle on the right side. We'll start from massage. So just starting from the toes. And again, making sure that you don't miss any area. Base of the toes as well. Tips of the toes. Just giving your feet loads of attention to make them happy. Moving towards the arch of the foot. And here you can use the thumbs, maybe pressing a little bit harder. The outer edge of the foot. And moving towards the heel. Back of the heel. Okay. And when you're ready here, you can either interlace your fingers with the toes, or you can just hold top of your foot. So you're using the right hand in here. You can hold your ankle as well. And here as you inhale, spread the toes. On the exhale, squeeze your fingers with the toes. Inhaling, stretch your toes, and as you exhale, squeeze. We'll do it a few more times. Okay, and here you can gently start rotating your toes. Let's start clockwise first. It's a great way to improve circulation as well. If your feet get cold very often, you'll find it very beneficial to perform those exercises just because they improve circulation and they create loads of heat in the feet and in the legs. Okay, then let's move anti-clockwise. Okay, and you can release from here. We'll come to the kneeling position with your toes tucked under. We'll go for a nice deep stretch of the toes and soles of the feet. For some of you, especially those who never performed exercise like this, that could be quite intense. So again, take it easy in here. If you feel pain at any point, just come out of the pose. So when you're ready, I want you to curl the toes under and spread your toes as wide as you can. And we'll just stay here with the palms of the hands on the floor. If you like, you can close your eyes. And this is our first step in here, and we'll slowly intensify that stretch. But we'll just stay here for a moment, noticing sensation in the feet, in the toes, in the ankles, and trying to control the breath in here. So if you notice at some point that your breath gets very shallow and it's difficult to control it, maybe it's time to leave the posture. So just be aware of it and don't push yourself. Now you can stay here if you already feel loads of sensation in your feet. If not, if you're looking for a little bit deeper stretch, walk your hands towards the knees. Okay? We'll stay here for a moment, just trying to bring a little bit more weight into the seat, so there is more weight on the feet as well, intensifying the stretch. And here again, just breathing in and out through the nose. Softening your gaze, keeping your shoulders relaxed. And breathing. And you can go a little bit deeper into that stretch. So you can take your hands to the thighs and sit back on the heels. Soften tops of your shoulders here. And let's take another few breaths. Another few breaths. Okay, you can release your hands to the floor. You lift your knees up so that you can slowly come up to the standing position from here. Okay, keep your feet about hip distance apart. And here as you inhale, lift your heels off the floor. And as you exhale, release them down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, releasing down. And let's do it a few times. Spread the toes. Few more breaths here. And release. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. And here I want you to again look down at your feet. Okay, with your next inhalation, lift all of the toes up. Exhale, release. Inhale, move up. Exhale, release. Keep going here at your own pace. One more time. Okay. Now a little bit more difficult exercise. I want you to press big toes to the floor and lift all the other 4 toes up. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, release. On the inhale, lift. On the exhale, release. And keep going in here, pressing the big toe to the floor but lifting all the other 4 toes up. Let's do it the other way around, keeping 4 toes pressing to the floor, but lifting only the big toe. And then release. And try to connect it with your breath here. On the inhalation, lift up, and on the exhale, slowly release. One more time. And release. Okay, so after warming up our foundation, let's go for Tadasana, mountain pose. Keeping your feet hip distance apart. I want you to spread your toes wide. And I want you to press 4 corners of your foot to the floor. Okay, so let's press the base of the big toe, the base of the baby toe, inner heel, and outer heel. Okay? So just now take a few moments pressing those areas down. And if you really engage your feet here, you can feel that inner arch of the foot lifting higher up. Okay, so we have our foundation here. Don't lock your knees. Don't press your legs back. The knees can be slightly softened here. Take your arms by your sides and try to lengthen sides of the chest, lifting the armpits but softening tops of the shoulders down. Okay, keep your chin in level with the ground. Soften your gaze. And let's take a few breaths in here. Okay, and take your hands in front of the heart center, gently pressing the thumbs back to the chest. Close your eyes. And gently bow your head to the heart in gratitude to yourself and to your precious feet. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice focusing on the feet. I hope to see you again. Namaste.